Okay, I'm going to try walking backwards as I talk because the sun is directly in front of me. The morning sun is just rising up on a Wednesday, April the 29th, I believe. Yeah, April the 29th. I'm standing on the campus of Shengda University, where the whisper return date for the senior students might be as soon as Monday, May the 18th. So it's possible that students will start arriving. There's about 30,000 in total students at this particular school. It's predominantly a international marketing and economics school, and it's located about 1 hour south of the city of Zhengzhou in the province of Henan here in China. So I've stayed here during the duration of the entire quarantine period. I was been very fortunate, very lucky to be a foreigner living on a virtually just an empty campus. There couldn't have been a more ideal, safer place for me to stay when there was nobody here. So I was really fortunate, but now I'm getting a little nervous because with these 30,000 students possibly coming back on Monday, May the 18th, you know, I try not to read stories about like these stealth carriers, people who have the virus, and you know, secondary outbreak stories, and the whole possibility that, you know, the situation is still not really under control. Testing remains like largely unavailable, I think, in many hospitals and clinics. They certainly don't have any real definitive, you know, treatments or vaccines. So it's largely, you know, the dangers are still applicable no matter how you sort of view this thing. But I've been so lucky to be staying here. I only wear a mask. I've been wearing a mask as a school requirement. But normally I wouldn't even wear a mask. I just do that to keep the school happy. But there's so few people here, I would gladly walk around without a mask and not feel in danger. That's all going to change once students start returning. So that's just a bit of an update from here. Once the students are here, and I kind of leaked this information to one of my online classes yesterday. I have 2 classes today. I hope I don't get into any little trouble with this, but I kind of leaked to some of my students in one of my classes yesterday that when the students return to the school, they're here to stay. They won't be allowed to leave the campus. And essentially, it'd be like a quasi-quarantine situation here. The school will be under tremendous pressure to keep control of the student population, to keep them monitored, to keep checking the students, to really contain and control these 30,000 students. So I kind of leaked in my class yesterday that they can expect that when they do return to school, and they want to return. Don't get me wrong, they're keen, they're eager, they miss they're young people, they miss their friends, they miss going to school, you know, that's a long time to be at home. So they're keen on coming back. They want to come back. But when I told them, and then when I told them that they may have to stay on campus, wow, like 3 immediately replied online. And these are students who are just learning English. So I'm teaching junior financial students. This could be like their first full-time English class for them. 3 of them immediately jumped onto the chat message area and said, I want to study at home. I want to stay at home. If that's what's going to happen, I'd rather stay at home. And these are my sentiments as well. Like, I mean, I really think the school should let the students know this before they return. And I'm not so sure, I'm not convinced. I really don't think the school is going to inform the students that will be the situation, that when they return to school, that they will have to stay on campus, not allowed to leave campus. And yeah, I think students should be given that choice to stay at home, wait until after the summer, and then, you know, consider returning to school in September. So we'll see what happens. I certainly hope I don't get in too much trouble if this kind of leaks out, like where they're getting this information from. If somehow students mention that I talked to them during my English class about this, I could be, I could get in a little bit of trouble with the FAO Foreign Affairs Office. So I hope that doesn't happen. But anyways, I just wanted to update you, just a quick update. I make lots of online videos for my students. So I'm using my Huawei P30 cell phone. I normally think this is like maybe my first video I've even made using my cell phone. So I'll continue to update you, maybe make some of these short videos to let you know what's happening here in the central region of China. But okay, and until then, take care. Do what you have to do to stay away from the whole virus, high risk activities. Use your common sense, and we'll see you next time. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.